Hey everybody, welcome back to Shock and Schlock. I'm your host, Herschel Gillis, and today I'm here once again without anything in my hands because I got a screener for a movie again. Um, I have a few of those that I need uh, do reviews for, but this first one here is going to be the first film from um, Moving Fast Pictures, a film by Samuel B. titled Anti-Wonderful. What is Anti-Wonderful? Well, it's a not quite short film, but about 40 some minutes. That is set up very much like a 90s public access TV show about hosted by this older woman in face paint, and she sort of introduces these various um, people to talk about suicide and death. Um, there are a couple of like infomercial, commercial type segments in there as well. And yeah, it's like before I start this like review off, this very feels like in tone like a mix between a Tim and Eric sketch and Der Toadsking. So that's kind of what we're working with here. It's a comedy or very dark comedy, drama, whatever. It's very odd and difficult to describe. It's easier to describe the tone of this. There are definitely funny moments. Um, Many of the characters in this are legitimately very funny, or at least a couple of them. I really like our lead host. Um, Very unprofessional of me, but I am looking up what her name was here because she was fantastic. Um, let's see. This is why you come here, so I can look up stuff. It is played by um, Rhoda Pell. She does a fantastic job in this. I really enjoyed her performance. Sam Salerno, or Salerno, sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, director of films like Dark Side of the Womb and the recent Erotomaniac, which I'm a big fan of. I need to do a review on the channel of that as well. Um, Plays a serial killer for hire in this like short segment commercial thing, which I found really funny, and it was shot and sort of set up like one of those early 2000s by today for 1995 thing, but it's with a guy that'll kill people. Um, and he says some really funny quotes in there. And yeah, just really funny. The dark parts are dark. The stories that some of the people tell during these like interview segments can be quite dark. They are about suicide and death, of course. But they are like intriguing, and I feel like these stories are really well written. Like the characters that are doing these interviews feel very real, and it sort of provides this sort of contradiction to like the odd nature of like what's going on with our host and every like the serial killer for hire and all this stuff, and like people being murdered in relation to the show. And I feel like this contrast actually works quite well. I think there are films that can explore like how there's humor in the darkest spots, and we can find gallows humor and death and all this stuff. And this film does that really well. For a debut feature, for a production studio like this is really good. I'm really looking forward to seeing more Moving Fast Pictures works in the future. I know The Demon made me do it, or The Angel made me do it, is coming as well. I'm really looking forward to watching that. But as far as the actual quality of this film goes, the low budget nature is obvious. That's not necessarily a negative thing. I mean, this is a low budget film, so it's going to look a certain way. But I actually feel like the low budget like look of this actually fits the tone in a weird way, because it's supposed to be like one of those like 90s public access shows, and it really does feel like watching like one of those from hell. Um, Really actually enjoyed that. The cinematography, it's nothing really to write home about. I mean, there's nothing really, fantastic that you could do. I mean, this looks and feels like one of those 90s public access shows. So you're not supposed to, it's not going to have like crazy cinematography or anything. The gore, when it's there, it's very brief, but when it's there, is good. The special effects are pretty good there. The acting all around, I feel like all the characters in this um, legitimately did a really good job. All the actors are great. Rhoda Pell is definitely the standout for me. Sam Salerno being like the second standout. Those two definitely are the highlights of the film in my opinion. And that's a good thing. Rhoda Pell being like this, I don't know. I don't want to. It feels like a washed up crypt keeper in a way. Really enjoyed her character and her performance. Sam Salerno's character and performance were really funny for that part. All the actors in this, though, even the serious parts, are very well acted. Um, really enjoyed really the entire thing. I don't really have too many complaints about this. Um, honestly, my this is gonna sound one of those silly hyping up things, but I do legitimately wish the film was a little bit longer. I could have done with I just want to see more of the host. I want to see more info, just more of everything. If 40 minutes, it felt very not rushed, but maybe too brief. I feel like this could have done with another 20 minutes, just to flesh out the character of the host a little bit more. Maybe do a couple more interviews, but that's just my personal opinion on that. Maybe Auntie Wonderful too. Who knows? I would really enjoy to watch that. And I do highly recommend this one when it comes out. Thank you to Samuel B. for sending me the screener of this. Of course, as always, being sent to screener, I'm going to give my honest opinion on it. And this is my honest opinion. I know the filmmaker has worked on other things. I'm not going to give that away, of course, but, because this is a new project. For that, I'm not going to say anything more about that, but this is my favorite film from them as well. So if they're watching, I really enjoy this new direction. And yeah, this is a really good movie. I really enjoy this. I highly recommend picking up the Blu-ray whenever it comes out. I'm not sure of the release date, but I will certainly be picking one up myself. And yeah, if I was gonna give ratings back to these things, sometimes every once in a while I want to do a rating thing, just to give an idea, especially on these screener copies. Can say it's good or bad, but are you going to spend your money on this when it comes out? I would definitely give this a high score, a 4 out of 5. Really, I just wish it was a little bit longer. So, yeah, Moving Fast Pictures looking really good so far with this first entry. I'm really looking forward to their second film, which looks more horror based. And yeah, really good stuff. I really appreciate this new it almost is genre defining or genre defying. I really liked it. It's very unique. I really like the presentation and the style and, everything that's going on in this movie. I'm really excited for more Moving Fast Pictures productions in the future. And Samuel B. is shaping up to be a good director. So, yeah, that's my thoughts on that. Come back tomorrow. I'm going to be doing a Shark Saturday episode for Puppet Shark. I'm watching it for the third time because I have been terrible and not done a Shark Saturday, but season 2 is coming. I got the mask out. I got everything out. We're doing season 2 premiere tomorrow for Puppet Shark. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't. Keep your notifications on. Go buy stuff from Banana Box. Go buy stuff from Sin Film Preservation as well. That's at Sin Film Preservation on Instagram. They are a new archival outfit run by Matt from Sick on Cinema. And the first release is looking really cool. I got my copy yesterday. Really looking forward to checking that out. It is Gourmet Zombie Chef from Hell. It's a very long title. I'm going to be doing a review of that on my channel as well, but go support them. At Green Manzilla on Instagram is doing Uncle Goddamn 2 on DVD. Official. It includes the first one as well with commentary. He's working with some of the family members from the original. It's really crazy that that's even coming out, so go buy that. I have secured my number 1 of 50 copy. So, yeah, go do that. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't, keep your notifications on. I'm your host, Herschel Gillis, signing off today. Zero thoughts, zero editing, zero brain cells, and zero planning. I will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks.